Today, I am bringing in a new version of how to use the law of assumption. It's something that I have used myself, and it worked 80% of the time. And it's very simple, and it's a method that you don't have to go to sleep with. You don't have to fight yourself with visualizing if you're having any issues visualizing, which I did when I used this, and I got 80% results, okay? 80% of everything I attempted to get while using this method worked for me. So I'm going to break this down for you guys, and that way I can give you simplistic terms and instructions on how you can manifest at least 80% of everything that you want in your life within weeks, days, or even hours of doing this, and it will come to you. I had things that came to me within hours, and it's a very simple way, and I'm going to break that down for you, but I'm going to give you a brief history first of exactly who Neville Goddard is and what he actually did. Okay, so Neville Goddard believed that your imagination was God, and if you can manipulate your reality by using your imagination. You can create reality by using your imagination. You can assume that you have something and vividly bring it in your mind's eye in meditation and create it and create that feeling. And once you can sustain the feeling of having something, whether it's $50 million or it's a new relationship or it's a new sports car or a new high performance truck or a helicopter or anything, it doesn't matter what it is. There is no level too high of the things that you can attain with the law of assumption. If you can connect the feeling of already having the thing, it does not matter what it is. You can attract it and accept it and assume it, and it will come into your life. Okay, so I have this method I'm going to break down for you, and you're going to need a pen and a piece of paper, and it's very simple, and you can do this today, and it will work for you possibly within even hours. Expect something great to come to you, and it's going to be something specific, because that's what we're going to get here, is something specific that you want in your life. Okay, so this is what I want you to do right here. Okay, begin right now. Write this down. Okay, so answer these questions, and as you're answering, I want you to write down your answers to this question. What do I want to have, do, or be? Okay, so what do you want? A new relationship? What do you want? $100,000 within a few days? What do you want? $10,000 within a few days? What do you want? A new sports car? A new truck? A new anything that you want. Just figure it out. It doesn't matter. Don't put any limits on it. Don't put any limiting beliefs on it. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I want $5,000, break free from that, okay? Make it 50. I want you to something greater than that, okay? I don't want you to limit yourself. You are a creator. You can create anything you want in your life. Do not limit yourself to small things. Be happy. You can have anything you want in your life. This world, this consciousness this world that we're living in was created for you to be happy. And you can create anything that you want. And you need to understand that and meditate on that and know that. Okay, so I want you to write down on the first piece of paper something that you want to have, okay? Or it can be something that you want to be, whether it's your career, you want a new job, you want a promotion. I want you to write that down. And maybe even a certain amount of money you want to be making in your career, like a new salary. I want you to write that down. Oh, I want to make this much money a month doing this, okay? So I want you to write that down in the first paragraph, what you want to be, have, or do. And even if it's something you want to do, okay? If you want to take a trip, you want to take a vacation. Okay, next paragraph, I want you to write this down. Now, get into the feeling of already having accomplished it. So everything you wrote down, I want you now to meditate on that feeling that you already have that thing. So whether it was $100,000 or $500,000, really just impress your mind. Sit back, take a breath, and really take in that feeling of ownership now that you have it. It's yours now. It is yours right now. Everything you wrote down is yours. How would that feel? How would that feel? Great. You are happy. That is awesome. It's done. Okay, so now I want you to write down. Okay, in other words, if your goal is to make $200,000 in sales, what does that feel like? Okay, so basically what he's saying is get into that feeling that you already have it. Okay, so I want you to really get inside yourself, slow your mind down, and assume that you have these things. Maybe picture it in your mind a little bit. of what that would feel like, the things that you would do, if you did go on that exotic trip, or you do have that new sports car, whatever it is, if you wanted a Hellcat or something, or a Maserati, Ferrari, the house that you've been driving by forever that you want, you see the house, oh, the house is so beautiful. What would it feel like to live in that house? That's what I want you to feel right now, that you already have that, okay? So what it does is that feel, you want to consider already having achieved it. You assume the feeling of that intention of already being fulfilled. What would it feel like to have what you want right now? Okay, so now that you've meditated on that and you've got that feeling, now I want you to write it down. I want you to write down exactly how you feel. I feel so happy now that I have that new house. I finally have that house that I drove by forever that I wanted. Now that you have these things, now that you have that new relationship, that person that you've always wanted to be with, or someone like that was caring, that was giving, that loved you, that treated you good, that made you feel important. You need to assume that feeling and write it down. Write it down on that piece of paper. And then I want you have to do this before you go to sleep. But I don't want you to visualize afterwards. I want you to write these stuff down and really feel it and write it and then go to sleep. And that's it. And these things will come to you. All right, guys, I love you guys very much. I wanted to give this technique. Please do this exercise and be intentional, because this will happen for you. I want great things for you. And I always think of you guys as being successful, and I want the best for you, and I imagine great things for you, and just expect great things to come to you. All right, guys, I love you guys very much. Give me one thing you guys are grateful for. All right, guys, I love you very much. See you guys tomorrow.